The Ugandan Airline has right now got a new acting CEO in the names of Girma Wake. In a letter that was signed by General Kaguta Museveni, he came out to appoint the new CEO, but also appoint him as a consultant. And I think it is a good decision, but also mafias around the Uganda Airline are not settled. In a letter, General Museveni came out to say, reference forward in the leadership of the Uganda Airline, I hereby direct you go ahead and appoint Mr. Girma Wake as a consultant advisor to assist in the rectifying a number of management weaknesses in the airline. In addition, he is to serve as acting CEO until we appoint a new CEO by July 2026, as I had agreed with Ramadan. Mr. Girma Wake will work hand in hand with the board until a sustainable chief executive officer is appointed. It was a long letter by General Kaguta Museveni appointing a new CEO. And you clearly see that that decision is good, although it is coming so late. I realized one thing, and it is so hypocritical, that the people who are fighting hard for Bamutwachi to stay are the same people who are jubilated when he was going. So you clearly see the double standards. So for those who don't know Girma Wake has ever been in the Ethiopian Airline. In fact, there is a video when he was talking on how he negotiated this deal to work in the Ethiopian Airline. In fact, here's a tape.
And I came back, but on condition. The conditions I made is, you are not going to tell me what airplane to buy. You are not going to tell me where to fly. You are not going to tell me whom to hire, whom to fire, whom to promote, whom to demote.
My way.
I would do it my way. But since this is a national carrier and it's a property of the government, I'll give you my plan for every year. You look at the plan. If you want something included, you add your views. If I can do it, I will take it. If I cannot do it, I will tell you why I cannot do it. And then I give you progress report every 3 months. If you have anything that you don't like in that, you can tell me during that discussion. But no interference in day-to-day running.
That's how you know that they really wanted you to be there. They took your terms.
They agreed. And to be very honest, they kept their word.
Wow.
They really kept their word. It's very rare for government to promise, put you in a job, and keep the word.
And they did that.
They did.
For you.
Oh, yes.
That is Girma Wake. If Girma Wake can go with that mentality in the Uganda Airline, he can go leaps and bounds. But one thing is, mafias are not settled. When I saw Girma Wake in a set house with Balaam, I started laughing because Balaam was the person who vouched Bamutwachi to stay as the chief executive officer. When he was chased, Balaam is the same person who came out to jubilate because Girma Wake is being appointed. And you clearly see there are double standards. And I keep on telling people that Balaam is a wise person. Even when he makes stupid statements, don't take him for granted. He's a billionaire, a shrewd businessman. When I saw him protecting the outgoing CEO, Jennifer Bamutwachi, I just knew maybe may have some business deals because Balaam works with government. But when Bamutwachi is being chased away, I see Balaam with Girma Wake. And in politics, nothing is done by misuse. The purpose of this video, I've come to talk about the new acting CEO, Girma Wake, and the mafiaism being involved in the Uganda Airline. What means for our politics, and most importantly, the study materials you can learn from the politics of our nation. But before I do this, I want to let you know that if you're new to this channel, please subscribe. If you're watching this video from a different platform, please head on to YouTube, type in Sura Mawagali. There's a lot of content of this nature. If geopolitics and economics is what you want, this will be definitely the right channel for you to subscribe to. First of all, Uganda does not know how to manage government entities. It is the reason as why when General Museveni came to power in 1986, we had very many government entities and they were all failed. from the coffee marketing board, from the litmus board, from the transport system. They all failed from different commercial banks. Even UTL, a Ugandan entity telecommunication, is failing. So you clearly see that it is failing. The act of appointing Girma Wake as a consultant and acting CEO is very good. In fact, I pray the job to be taken by Ugandan as CEO, because failure of a Ugandan because of incompetence doesn't warrant our jobs to be given outside the country. Secondly, I also put General Museveni to task. When General Museveni was investigating the Uganda Airline, he worked hard, he showed us the incompetence of the Uganda Airline. General Museveni was hesitant to chase away this man because he's so over-patient until they made losses in billions. There are some losses that can be because of there is a small problem or it is just risky. But there are also some losses which were brought because of ineptness, because of carelessness, because of dealings, because of corruption. And when I saw that later when Girma Wake was being appointed, okay, I felt bad. I pray that Bamutrak is taken to jail. I pray that Bamutrak pays for those losses that occurred because of corruption and ineptness. On our board, they used to have senior 6 dropouts acting as board of directors on our national carrier. Who do you blame? The problem killing our nation is General Museveni just appointing his friends, ETCs, family members. It's the problem. The reasons why government entities, other countries prosper is not because they hold them by weakness. We normally talk about Singapore. China was able to lift almost 200 people from poverty in a single year. It was because they had some iron fist. How can you tell me that Bamutrak is going to go scot-free after causing a lot of loss? After mere weaknesses of management that people can go on an airport where they're supposed to be picked up and they spend a week without being picked. And if people come out to speak against that, they hire bloggers, they threaten them. These things must stop. So for me, my prayer is one, Girma Wake should desist from being abducted by those mafias. Because I remember when even Bamutrak was being questioned in Parliament, our air carrier lifted General Moses Karugaba to Rwanda, I remember. Okay? And when he was being asked, he told us she came out to say that some airplane fetched some VIP. We don't want to disclose him. Those are mafias. There is no harm in hiring our airplane to take one of the senior civil servants to a country for as long as there is payment. Okay? But just directing is bad. Our national carrier, of course, very many national carriers make losses. But there are some losses that can come because of incompetence, corruption, ineptness, etc. And they must be rectified. So for me, my prayer, if Girma Wake comes with that attitude of working for the people without being interjected by corruption mafias, our national carrier may have some shift. But of course, this is Uganda. Mafias are everywhere. So let's wait and see. Of course, as Mafia and yours truly, Mr. Makindi, Kabe Sulaiman Magal. If you're into this channel, please subscribe, like, and comment so that I can be motivated to do more of such videos. I'll see you on another one. Peace.